think I'd be a magazine cover. They keep on trying to find a ways to push my buttons. I came out of the jungle where it rained and it thunder, but I bring the heat like the summer. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rain, snow, sleet, every day.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the San Francisco 49ers. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here we go.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
21.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, D.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Here we go. Here we go. Wait, 80!
Mike. Let's go, D.
11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. White.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And James has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 22.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
12, fellas. Here we go. 6.
Garoppolo on first down. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Yeah, let's get set. Watch.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here we go. 180! 21, 21. Here we go.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Set. 180.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Balaj. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kalen Balaj, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 20. Four-yard line.
24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
11. Get hot.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 180.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. On the screen, this is Coleman. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Mike, here we go. 180.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. I got you.
Mike 52. Hey, me and you all day. I'm coming.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These 2 teams all tied after 1.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch the twist. 21. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now Brown. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Ready.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
54,
20.
Check. Walk 54. Walk 54. Let's go.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. A shotgun snap for Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Turner. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here we go. 180!
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. Check. Crunch.
White. Hey, alert!
On 2nd and a couple. Garoppolo. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 61 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On first down, here's Breida. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here we go.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Go. Switch.
Black!
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Coming this way. Here we go.
Throwing again. Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Great.
33. Hey, we go.
Check like 33.
Let's make these babies cry.
3rd and long. It's Newton. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Dophins.
On first down, Newton. Throw left side complete. That's Turner. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey. 4 down.
Gun.
Back to throw, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got room. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
33. Down to lose 1. He's coming in motion.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And this is Parker, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Zerline good with a PAT, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take it.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Play action. It's Newton. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. A final shot before the break. Newton. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Go. Go. Switch, switch, switch. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Gun.
Right there.
Great.
Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Here's Newton. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Kill. Show it up. 8. Bang.
Get it.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Delance Turner, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start...
There he goes left side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, his second touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after...
Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. The 30, 20, 10, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Antonio Brown, his second touchdown on the season, as they have taken the lead. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. And I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
11. Watch safety creeping.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
65.
Here we go. Where's 52? Watch 52.
Hey, Delta. You ain't got nothing.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, it feels like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets.
Here we go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Open man is Samuel, complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on first and 10.
12.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
3. Watch 10.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 34-yard line.
Ready. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got him.
Off play action. Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here I come.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. 52's the mic, boys. 52. You get.
Hey, gun.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 52.
Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Lock. 81.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Far right side is going to be caught by Samuel. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 6.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They run with Breida. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 yards there and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Second and goal at the 4-yard line.
They come up in an offset eye. Second and goal from inside the 5. Now again to the big fullback Juszczyk. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
The end result was brute force on brute force, but think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another? And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Tevin Coleman. His first touchdown of the new season, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Newton. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Newton now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. 8.
Balaj. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, you know, that extra emphasis on it, got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Strip that ball. Shoot! Begin.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9.
Tighten up.
20.
Check 24.
They'll keep it on the ground. Turner. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already.
Mike 54. Silver. Mike 54.
Out of the gun, Newton. Got an open man, it's QT. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Newton now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. DeLance Turner, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
At the Dolphins' 47-yard line.
Here we go.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
21, 21.
Checking, he's checking, he's checking. Cracks, cracks. 36, 36.
Hey, alert, alert. Get hot.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Dolphins bring out an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Garoppolo to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch the safety creep. Protein spill. 11, 11. Hey, Zoo.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it's looking like the Dolphins are going to win the football game. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
3 out, 3 out. Hey. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54, watch 54.
And they will take a knee here. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Miami, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.